Okay, so I think we're pretty much done with all the details of this plan in terms of the floor plan creation. We've got our framing, our roof, our foundation, and I believe we're ready to move into our plan set phase. Before we do that, I just wanted to go through some of the final touches that you can do in the program, because going forward in our presentation, we're going to be dealing more with creating those layout pages, more on a technical end. So if you're looking to use this to present to clients, there's a heck of a lot you can do to get very nice detailed images and renderings. And I'd like to just do a little bit of that and show you how quick and easy that is with the program. So let's go ahead and get that started. So first, let's go over to our catalog, and I've created a folder here for bed and bath and bedroom and some other things. I'm going to expand that, and I'm going to start with this dining set here. I just want to give you a visual idea of how these architectural blocks work that we have created in our catalog. So with that selected, I'm just going to click on it and come over into this area and add this dining set. I'm going to rotate that around to get it oriented properly, and we're just going to bump it up into our wall over here. Okay, and I'm going to pull a 3D view. I'm just going to click on our full camera from over in this direction and pull a 3D view. And with a single click, I've added down an entire dining set. So we've made many of these prearranged rooms, from dining sets to living, bedroom sets, bathroom arrangements, even entire kitchens that you can drop down with all the appliances and cabinets, islands, all in one group. And then of course you can select them and explode them. You can add additional design elements to them or change them, change colors, and then group them back together and add them to the library. So it really makes for making a realistic three-dimensional view easy to do and very fast. So I'm going to close this 3D view, and just for the purposes of time, I'm going to quickly go around and add the rest of the design elements that I'd like to put in. So I'm going to start in our master over here. So I have some master bed set, and we get that 3D preview. I'll just click on it, and we're going to click over in this master. Now if you get a message, areas too constricted, and you can place that there, that happens fairly often if it doesn't fit exactly. You can click OK and just add the block into an area outside of the room. And then with it selected, you can drag it into the room. That just makes it very easy to get that put down. So we'll just snap that right into place. And I'm going to come down here and add into our master bathroom. We have a vanity group. And again, I'll just click that outside of the room and we'll drag it right in. And I can center that in there if I'd like to. I'm going to add a couple of walls here. So I'm going to get up to our wall tool. I'm just going to pull out a wall here and another wall here. And I'm going to dimension those. So just click on the dimension line and call them 3 feet. So I'd like to put a shower and a toilet here. So let's click on that one and make it 3 feet as well. And I'll just dimension that in. Let's call it 7'3". And this one we'll call 3'4". And now I can add in my shower, stand-up shower. And again, I'll just drop that out here. And you'll notice when you click on an object, we'll zoom in here, there's a small arrow that's pointing. That's indicating the front. So just so you know that, we'll rotate that around and we'll pull that right into place. And we'll just bump it on both walls to make sure it's fit. And we'll add in our bath. Just snap that in here. And then we're going to add in a elongated toilet. Drop that in. Okay. And we're going to go down to our bathroom over on this side. And I'm going to move over our door so we have room for a pedestal sink on this side. And this may be a case where you'd want to change the swing side or the hinge side based on the configuration of the bathroom. So I have a pedestal sink in here, and we'll just add that right down. Okay, and we have a laundry mudroom area. So I put together a laundry set with a sink. Again, we get that 3D preview down here. That looks good. And I'm going to drop that right into this room. And we'll just rotate that around. And we'll bump that into place. Okay. All right. I'm going to add some cars into our garage as well while we're here on this floor. So I've got some cars put together. And it's nice to put cars in there for space planning. I'm just going to click that and bring it in here. That way they can tell how their cars, their particular automobiles will fit in the garage. And I have a short garage over here. Perhaps this is on a golf course. I'm going to go ahead and click on a golf cart that I have. And we'll add that in as well. Nice little golf cart. There we go. And let's see. I've got some porch chairs. We'll just drop those down on our porch. And I'll snap those over into place. Now I think I am ready to start to add the exterior design elements, getting to some landscaping. Before we do that, let's take a quick 3D view of what this is looking like so far. I'm going to do a 3D perspective overview. And we're going to zoom in. So here we're really getting a nice idea of how this project's going to look after the customer moves in. Okay. I'll go ahead and close that. Now, the terrain perimeter that we have in here typically represents the lot line. So we can get in and do full plot plans in the software. And showed this a little bit earlier, but just to refresh your mind on that, I'm going to bring up an example of a plot plan. And this was done in the software. So you can create a very detailed plot plan, adding in the elevation data and your setbacks, and the terrain will model. So this is a 3D model of our terrain of this house on a steep lot. So you can get into a full scope in terms of the terrain and your setbacks in a plot plan. But for this presentation, we're just going to add a little bit more room out here for a driveway to go in. So maybe we can dimension that to 110 feet. And we're going to add a driveway that goes in here. So I'm going to go into our terrain and into our driveway, and we're going to do a polyline driveway. And I'm going to turn on my object snap so I can snap to the corner of this. And we're just going to drag that driveway out here. Okay. And then I need to arrange that driveway around this bump out on the house. So I'll just select that polyline, and we'll go down to break line, and we'll snap in that corner, and then pull that right over, snap back into that corner. So that's put into place for us. Okay. And I'd like to put in a road that goes across here as well. So why don't we do that? And at this point, I think we're going to just bring up 3D views so we can see some of this happening as we're designing it. I'm going to do a 3D perspective overview. Let's zoom in a bit here. There we go. So we'll put a driveway going across. I'm going to split our screen. And we'll go to our terrain tools, go to our straight road. I'm just going to pull a road across, and I'll bump that up into our driveway. Okay, and then we're going to go into our landscape folder that I've created and add some additional design elements here. So I have a front planter, this sidewalk planter here. Let's add that into our plan. I've dropped that down and we're going to position it. Pull that right up. Okay. And we'll add some additional landscaping. We have a foundation planter. So I'll just drop that down here. Pull that into place. We'll drop another one on this side. That into place as well. And I have a planter that I've created for my front porch. So I'm going to drop that out here so I can see it. And we'll zoom in a bit. And we'll put that into place as well. That looks about right. Okay. Now we have some trees I'd like to add in. We'll zoom out so we can see our backyard. I have some backyard trees. Just add them in over here. I'm going to position them into place. And we'll have some other trees we'll just drop on this side. And I'll position those a little bit better. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in a bit here on this view. In fact, I think I'll just go ahead and expand that out a bit. So we're moving along here in terms of getting this all dialed in and our design elements put in and all those realism items we can get in. There's some additional exterior design I'd like to get put in. If we refer back to our plan, we have some stone that we'd like to get into the front here, and probably want to change our colors up a little bit as well for the siding, and perhaps add some corner boards. We'll show you how that works. So let's get that done here quickly. Very quick and easy to add our colors as you've seen so far. Same way to add our stone. I've got a stone already put in, and this is a manufacturer specific stone. So with that selected, we can simply just click and add that in. And we'll rotate this around a little bit so we can get to this side. Okay. Now something I'm noticing visually here is we've got windows on this side that look a little bit low, and it would be nice to have these windows at the same elevation. So a quick trick to do that is I'm going to draw in, and I'm going to pull up a different view here quick. I'm going to use an elevation view. So we'll go to our elevation camera, pull a front elevation, and I'm going to draw a CAD line from this. I'm going to snap to the corner of that and just pull it right over. And then I can click on this and pull this right up and snap that into place as well. Okay, so very quick and easy to do that. I can click on that CAD line and remove it. Now we can open this up and I see this is 104. I'm going to change it to 104 precisely. Click OK. And that way I can move over and grab this one as well. and change that to 104. There we go. And that looks a little bit better. Okay. I'd like to change perhaps the color of our concrete here so that it blends a little bit better. So a nice trick for that, we have this adjust material definition. So any color that you see on your screen or any texture, you can use this adjust material definition, click on it, and we're going to go and blend the color with the material that exists and click on the material color. And we can choose from a wide range, basically the color scale here. You can also choose RGB color values. A nice thing that I like to use is this eyedropper tool where you can pull it out and pull a color off of something that exists on your screen. Okay, so if I'd like to have it blend in with the color of the stone, I can pick up the color of the stone in that area, and I'd probably lighten it up a little bit and click OK. Now it's added that color in, and we'll click OK again, and it's just telling me that it's named a new color. And it's going to change the color of that concrete so that it blends in and matches a bit better. All right. Now the house color, I think looks not too bad the way it is, but I think I'd like to darken that a little bit. So I'd like to take this pink color right here, and this is a specific manufacturer pink color, and add that to our plan. So I'm going to click on the color and go down and go into plan mode. That way I can change all the walls in the plan with a single click. So I'd like to add some corner boards to our plan. So what we're going to do is tile our screen. And we're going to go and zoom in. Okay. And we're going to open up our trim tools for corner boards. And the default that we have set is for 6 inches. I'm going to go in and change that to 4. Click OK. And then I'm just going to go in and simply snap to these corners and add in some corner boards. So you can see them get added here. Let's go up a level and add those onto our dormers here as well. And I'm just simply clicking to add these into each corner I'd like it to show up on. And that's snapping for me right to that corner. Alright. Now I notice that I need to open up these walls up top here. So to do that, I'm going to break our wall in the 6 corners right here. There we go. And now I'm going to select the sections of wall, multiple select those, and we'll just hit the delete key. And that's the condition we're looking for. Okay.